Well, hello there, it is Ben Hardy, and in today's video we are in fact going to be talking about the collapse of Ben Hardy. I feel like that was a fitting title for this video based on the videos that I post on this channel. Before we get into what has happened to this channel and what I plan on doing moving forward, I do want to mention, as always, if you're going to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. And then if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. Let's get into it. So at the beginning of this year, I made a video talking about how I was going to pull back from this channel quite a bit. I was posting 2 videos per day at the end of last year and the beginning of this year, and I made the decision to basically pull back and only post 1 video per day on this channel, and it was for a number of different reasons. So first off, I was kind of getting sick of the videos that I was making at the time, and then the second reason is that I saw that this particular segment of YouTube was having a pretty big decline and my time was better spent elsewhere, and that elsewhere was the main channel, because at the same time that I decided to pull back from this channel, YouTube rolled out a change where you could monetize short form content on the platform. And so I decided to take the extra time, effort, and energy that I was putting into making a second video on this channel and instead make short form content for the main channel and see, where that would go. And so in this video, I want to talk about whether or not that was actually worth it for me. Like, was it worth, going from making 2 long form videos per day on a second channel to making a bunch of short form content on a main channel? Like was it a switch that actually made sense? And so I'll show you guys the analytics and then we'll kind of come to a conclusion. Yep, no fancy editing in this video. I'm just going to film my computer screen. Anyways, we're on this website called Social Blade, and the reason I'm using this website is it's a little bit easier to show analytics for a YouTube video than going on YouTube's analytic page. Their analytic page is great for creators, not so great for showing stuff. But anyways, Ben Hardy show. And you can see we've got negative 27% with the views. Not doing so hot. And if you look at the view graph here, yeah, it's been nothing but declines. So as you can see, I've made videos on this channel quite consistently for quite some time. Obviously, you can see there's a lot of months where I got like no views on the channel because I'd post like 1 video every like 6 months, sometimes a year. Like, it was really bad. And then I'd post a few more videos, I get some more views, and then I finally decided to be consistent with this channel, and you can see I got it up to getting over 2 million views per month, and that was kind of the end of last year. And then notice things started to decline. This was the same time that I decided to pull back and only make 1 video per month. And then it's kind of leveled off in this little area right here. Again, this month's gonna be even worse is what it's showing. And then you guys can see subscriber graph is pretty similar. So obviously, me making more videos for the channel made it grow, and then me making less videos for the channel, well, it's still growing, it's just growing at a much slower rate compared to before. And well, here we go, the Ben Hardy channel. And funny enough, a lot of you that are subscribed to this second channel don't even know that this channel exists, which is crazy to me because look how many more subscribers this one has. Anyways, this is my main channel. This is what I do for a living. So you guys can see the views are in the green a massive amount. And I mean, if you look at the view graph here, I mean, it's just exponential with the increase. And again, this is the same time that I decided to start posting short form. And then subscriber growth. And if we go over these graphs over here, it shows the same thing, right? Subscriber growth, all of that is exponential in the green. And it's just continuing to go up like every single week at this point. Now, I don't know if this graph goes back far enough. No, it doesn't. It only goes back to May of 2020. I went full-time on YouTube with this channel. Like, I was making enough money back in December of 2019. That's when I quit my job. And so, like, I've based my lifestyle and everything off of like this many views per month on YouTube, like getting about 2 million views per month. Again, you guys can see the channel's had ups and downs where it's kind of ranged, but it's always been around the 2 to 3, sometimes 4 million view per month range. And then you can see, obviously, we've had this exponential increase recently with the short form content. I started posting shorts in February because that's when the change was rolled out, and then that's where you have like the huge exponential kind of increase start with that. And so I mean, we'll see where it goes, but obviously massive growth here on the main channel. And the thing that I think is more important than the views is the subscriber growth, because subscribers ultimately will lead to more views in the long term. So after diving into the analytics, I feel like it's safe to say that my quote unquote time gamble did end up paying off, because yes, this channel is getting 1/4 of the views compared to what it got at the peak, but the main channel has grown at an exponential rate recently. And the thing about the main channel is that whenever I have growth like that, it's not as feast or famine compared to what you have with other channels, and I'll talk about that at the end of this video. But before we dive into that, I do want to talk about what I plan on doing with this channel moving forward, the second channel, and it's pretty boring. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing with this channel. I don't care about the views, I don't care about the subscribers. I just make these videos because I'm researching into the car market anyways. Like, this is what I do on a daily basis, is I go in and I see what's happening with wholesale values on the used market. I look at what's happening with the new market. I'm talking to dealers all the time, seeing what's happening. Like, this is just like a hobby of mine, and I'm filming it and posting it on YouTube because I figure, like, if I'm doing the work to do the research, I might as well go and make a quick, 4 to 8 minute video and post it on YouTube, right? It's honestly not that much work, and that's why this channel is like super low budget when it comes to the filming and all that kind of stuff. And so yeah, that's my plan moving forward with this channel. Is I'm not gonna like do anything too crazy to like try to reinvent the wheel with this channel, because ultimately, if this channel ends up getting a lot of subscribers and a lot of views, or it doesn't and it just keeps doing what it's doing, where it's getting a mediocre amount of views, I'm completely okay with that, because I would be doing what I'm doing on this channel for free, if that makes sense. So with the second channel out of the way, let's quickly talk about the main channel. And my plans moving forward with the main channel are pretty interesting, because I'm actually going to be focusing more and more on short form content. Now, this doesn't mean that I'm pulling back from long form content at all, because I'm actually posting as much long form content today as I was posting a year ago when I didn't post any sort of short form content on YouTube. But I just think that shorts are the future for YouTube. Now, right now, the revenue is really low with shorts, but the view counts and the subscriber counts are absolutely massive with shorts. And so I think that there's a lot of growth potential there. And I do think there's a lot of growth potential for the revenue. I mean, right now, just to give you guys an idea, on any given month, I will make more money in one day off of long form content than I make in an entire month off of short form content. Like, that's the pay difference. But I think that the pay is going to increase as time goes on, because that's what's happened with long form content. When I first started my channel, the amount of money I got paid per view is so much less than what I get paid today. And so I think the same thing is going to happen with short form content. And then on top of that, having way more views than long form content, I think that even if the ad rates aren't the same, which they'll probably never be the same, I do think that the views will be high enough with the higher ad rates that we'll most likely see in the future, that the pay will actually be somewhat reasonable. Time will tell on that, but even if the pay is never like a crazy amount, even if it's, continues to be McDonald's pay, I do think that it's still worth it just for the subscribers, and just so that more people know about, the Ben Hardy review brand. I think that is really important, no matter how stupid I make myself in the shorts, because I definitely dumb things down for those videos. But anyways, it'll be interesting to see how this tracks over the long term, because I feel like, although my long form content has been very consistent, I think that the short form content is going to be a little bit more like feast or famine, like up and down compared to the long form content. Like, I see my main channel continuing to get the 3 to 4 to 5 million views per month with long form, but with the short form, it's like this month it's going to get a ton of views, then maybe next month, if I don't have any short form videos go viral, which I will say I think that that's unlikely, because it seems like it's a lot easier to go viral with those types of videos. But anyways, if that doesn't happen, then I'm sure the views will just absolutely like fall off of a cliff. But ultimately, because the income associated with that is so small, I'm not worried about it. It doesn't bother me whatsoever. I kind of just see it as like this free advertising for my channel in a way. Or actually, not even free, it's like more than that. It's like I'm getting paid in a sense to advertise for my channel, which I think is really cool. And so I want you guys to let me know what you think about this. Do you think that I made the right decision by pulling back from the second channel and focusing more on the main channel? And what do you think about YouTube's new setup, where they're pushing short form content pretty much more than any other type of content? It's so weird to me, because YouTube ultimately is a business that's supposed to make money, and the type of content they're pushing doesn't really make money. But at the same time, it's all about, attention retention, right? And so if they're able to keep people on the platform for longer, then they will end up making more money on them, even if they're watching, shorter content that doesn't make as much money per view. So it's just a weird thing overall. But anyways, I'll see you.